Today's ticket hasn't seen a win in almost 2 years. Welcome to today's Lotto lecture. Welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at Hit and Win by viewer request. Picture to the right, you can see what that ticket looks like. And here's some quick things we should know. The top prize is going to be worth $500,000, and I would like to note that I would not normally cover a ticket that does not at least have $1 million top prize, but since it was by viewer request, that's why I'm doing this video today. The ticket price is $5. The overall odds are 1 in 4.07, and it was launched on September 18th, 2023. First, we'll take a look at the odds at launch so we can compare them to how they are now. Picture to the left, you can see the prize amount, the odds at launch, and the total prizes in the game. What we're most concerned with today is that $500,000 top prize and everything you can expect to find in the average book down, which includes the $20 prize, the $10 prize, and the $5 prize. Next, we'll take a look at its most recent top prize claims so we can get an idea on how long it's been since we've had a win. It's had 6 out of its 10 top prizes claimed. Its most recent win was on February 26, 2024, almost 2 years ago since we last had that win. And for those curious, it was purchased at a Winn-Dixie on 2710 Blanding Boulevard, Unit 4 and 5 in Middleburg. But most importantly, let's take a look at the adjusted top prize odds for January 18th, 2026. Picture to the right, you can see the prize amount and the prices that we've got left. The formula we're going to be using is the number of top prizes remaining over the number of winning tickets left times the overall odds. For this ticket, that is going to be 4 over all these numbers you see here to the right times 4.07, which is just going to simplify to this, which equals this, which is going to translate to 1 in 2.1 million. And since the original odds were 1 in 2.2 million, that means it's going to be about 3% more likely to win a top prize than it was at launch. But now let's put these numbers into context and compare them with our other tickets. It's important to calculate the chances per dollar since not every ticket costs the same. $300 is divisible by all ticket prices, so we'll assume this is our budget, and we'll compare this with our current top chance ticket. The formula we're going to be using is 1 top prize times the $300 budget divided by the cost of the ticket for every X tickets. For double your money, our current top ticket, that is going to be 60 over 992,000 for 1 in 16,000 for every $300 you spend. For Hit and Win, that is going to be 60 over 2.1 million for 1 in 36,000 for every $300 you spend. That makes this ticket about 2 times worse for hitting it big than our top ticket. Now, let's take a look at the expected value per book and get an idea on how much money we'll be winning back. Picture to the right, we can see the 3 prices we can expect to find in an average book. Books of $5 tickets contain 60 tickets for a total of $300. The formula we're going to be using is the prize amount times the number of prices in the book for each price bracket over the book cost. For this ticket, that is going to be 20 plus 60 plus 30 over 300, which equals 110 over 300 for a 37% return, which represents how much money we'd expect to win back on an average book. This return rate is bad. Most tickets lie between 40 and 50%. Bad tickets are under 40%, and great tickets are above 50%. The odds that a top prize is in any particular book right now is going to match the previous slide earlier at 1 in 36,000. But let's say instead of buying tickets by the book, you buy them by the 1,000. This calculation will provide more insight into that. Picture to the right, you can see the prize amount and the prizes remaining. The formula we're going to be using is the prizes left of each tier times the prize amount of each tier over the ticket price times the prizes left times the overall odds. That is going to give you this giant jumbled up fraction right here, which is just going to equal 0.86. This number tells us that if you bought every ticket left, you'd win 86% of your money back. This essentially means that you lose 14% of your money on average at a large scale. This means that the average return a person is likely to see is going to be between 37% and 86%, depending on how much you buy. Now, let's get my face out of the way for the Florida Lottery tier list. This has less than $1 million top prize, so I'm not going to put it on the main tier list. I'm going to include a separate section for $500,000 top prizes, but right now it's obviously the only one on this list. However, if you consider $500,000 good enough for you, then, let's see, 1 in 36,000, that would place it right here, which would make it number 10 on the main list, should you want to include it that way. Otherwise, it's 3% better than it was at launch. Its top prize is worth $500,000. It's got 4 top prizes left, 8.7 million tickets left. Overall odds are 1 in 4.07. It's 1 in 36,000 per book. There's 816 active books, meaning that there's a 2% chance that one is currently activated. There's been a whopping 692 days since a top prize was claimed. Its book return is 37%, and its overall return is 86%, which I believe is actually really high, all things considered. I think it's tied with our best, which is Scorching Hot 7 right now. So yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, and we're back. By request of a viewer, it's Hit and Win. I've never played or seen this ticket before. And its top prize is only $500,000, which is why I have neglected to cover it on my Lotto Lectures channel. But, oh, they literally ascend up. That's kind of weird. So we're looking for 8, 30, 12, and 22. Let's see. All right, now let's check the hit bonuses. Nope, that's too bad.
Well, how is my return since starting this channel? Well, for every ticket I've covered, I've bought one to Scratch Live, and I've tallied up how much money I've spent and how much money I've won. With today's loss, that's going to bring us to negative 90 on the Lotto Lectures, negative 130 for the books, and negative 70 for our shorts tickets, which brings us very close to $300 losses. Hopefully we get something nice soon. So to summarize, for January 18th, 2026, the odds to win a top prize on any one ticket are going to be 1 in 2.1 million. The adjusted odds for a $300 budget are going to be 1 in 36,000. Your expected return when buying a book is going to be 37% or 86% overall, and the odds are top tier, but the return is pretty bad at the book level. Thank you for watching today's Lotto lecture. If you liked it, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss tomorrow's lecture on 5 million crossword cash. And be sure to comment down below which ticket you'd like me to cover next, and I'll be sure to cover it. And remember, play responsibly, play smarter, know the odds, and I'll see you tomorrow at 5:45 p.m. EST.